Drop that fat beat, son. Drop it. Man, you know.
Dude, you got me in a brain fart. I was like, all right, I need to drop a beat. What beat am I dropping? And I was like, okay, I can't think of one.
Oh, I made up a new song.
Made up a new song?
Yeah.
What's your new song?
Like working on the weekend.
Like usual. Way up on that deep end.
That's
like
right.
usual.
Putting my mask on like usual. Trying to go
N-words
outside.
say that we working too much. What?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to go out.
What the fuck was that? That was your phone, dog.
No. Oh, it's my Bluetooth.
Oh.
I'm like trying to go outside, but the government says I can't yet.
Put on your mask when you go to Costco.
That's right.
They won't let you in without
Trying to go outside, but the government said I fucking shit up.
it. Yet I can go to the beach and everything's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's up with Californians, man? They just go to the
They
beach
cannot
and shit.
do shit.
Boski, I'm putting you on blast, bro. Weren't you on the beach?
I talked to the Boskinator.
The Boskinator. Is that the new nickname?
That's the new nickname.
Those motherfuckers going to catch up to us quick. They're doing like 2-3 podcasts a week. I'm like, you're lucky I got projects going on. 'Cause that's the only way I'm keeping up with these.
We would do that, but I don't want to.
The only way we're doing that is if we cut it down to 20-minute episodes, and then, we do 3 a week. Or we split this into 3 episodes.
Do you want me to do that?
No, I'm just saying. Oh, good job, by the way. You did last week's episode. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's right. You know the thing that took me the longest?
What?
I couldn't figure out the format of this bitch.
Isn't it like MP4 or something?
It was like when it went to my computer, it was like MK Ultra or some shit like that. And I was like,
you're like,
what?
I don't know if I should click on that.
Yeah, and then I was like, what? But it's because the way when I take it off my computer, it converts it to something else. But then I was like, oh, I think I took the wrong thing off. Then I did it, and it put it right up, so it was all good. But yeah, anyways, I talked to the Boskinator. He said all his shit's on lockdown because all the Funko Pops came out this week, son.
I saw that. So what was it, like their annual?
It's this week, currently, because we're on Monday now if you're listening to this. This past weekend should have been Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con.
So they're like, hey, we made all these pops. We still got to sell them.
All these pops have been in the tubes since probably
last
6
year.
to 8 months ago, because that's how long it takes to make a Funko Pop from production, from design to production. So all these bitches have been in the tube. We got to put them out. So we're still putting these bitches out.
So they did like a online sale thing?
Yeah.
You and Boski were doing the same shit at the
We're
same
doing
time.
the same shit. Because they were like, well, you can't be at the show. Do it online. They're like, we guarantee our servers can handle.
Oh, Jesus.
And so first thing, if you ever bought something online, I mean, a lot of people have. I'm sure it's gone probably great for you. Now, if your servers have not been just bombarded with the sheer fury of nerds who want all the same shit as you.
Did it fail? Did they fail?
It fucking took forever.
Dude, it's so... I mean, pops are not like a little thing anymore. They're gigantic. Everybody and their mother has a fucking pop.
And the problem was...
In fact, I want to give my mom a pop.
You should. I might have it. The problem was... So just think of all the people that want to go to Comic-Con, right?
Right.
And then all the people who go there specifically to get pops. Well, they can't go, so now they're at home. And now, like, I don't want to go to Comic-Con because I just, I'm not going to put that much investment in it. So
It'd be fun to go one time.
You get sick when you go over there.
Because all the nerds breathing on each other.
So that's why I'm saying, you could have just gone to Comic-Con. You wouldn't have got the corona. You would have came back with some weird other shit.
It's probably true, though, man. Because remember when we go to those cons locally?
Yeah.
And, like, you walk by people and you're like, have you never taken a shower?
Yeah. No, they haven't.
How long have you been here? Do you need help to get out? Are you lost?
No, they get the weekend pass and shit. So they're there for the weekend.
It's crazy,
But
man.
so their server didn't fail all the way. It just took forever. Like, I was so happy because they're like, at 5 o'clock, shit goes live. I was at 4:59, 58. I pushed refresh. I was in, put the 5 pops I wanted on there. Total was on there. I put my shit in there. Hit go to the checkout. I was like, damn. It was like, you're in line to check out. I'm like, awesome.
You're in line to check out?
Yeah, it's like a virtual line.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's why I showed. It was like virtual line. You're in line. Don't refresh this page. you'll start at the beginning again.
That's what Boski posted too. I was like, oh man.
And I was like, fuck, I'm on my phone. Should I have done my laptop? My laptop's super ass powerful. Should I have done that? It really wouldn't have mattered.
No, I don't think it's
37 minutes later, I only had my Mewtwo instead of 5 pops I wanted.
So there was other ones that you didn't get to get?
No, I wanted that Goku I showed you. Super Saiyan God Goku, where he's like running towards you.
Oh,
and there was a My Hero Academia one. Everybody wanted Black Lightning because, Black Lives Matter, so you got to have Black Lightning, even though nobody knows what that is. And I got my Mewtwo.
It's crazy how big Funko is, dude. Funko's crazy.
So that capped off that night. And so I was like, fuck.
Did Boski get everything you wanted?
He got his Michelangelo, which I forgot about because I think we're going to see a drug deal go down.
No kidding. Is this where shit goes down? Look at these 5 gay dudes coming out. I mean, homosexual dudes coming out of this car. They're about to swap cars with other dudes and circle jerk each other. Look at them. Look at them. Y'all got the same goofy ass haircut too.
He got his Michelangelo, which I completely forgot about with the surfboard. I forgot about that because I was just trying to get the ones I wanted so bad. So, but he said he got one from the office. So that capped off that night. I was disappointed. I told Rachel, I'm like, well, guess we gotta go Hot Topic in the morning. And so,
damn, it was like a fucking weekend of pops for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
You're just shopping all day for all this plastic.
Yeah, and so Thursday morning came. They didn't need me on the Zoom, and I was like, God wills it. And so
let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping. She's like, all right, where do you want to go? I was like, well, last year we had good success at Arizona Mills. She's like, yes, we did. She's like, I don't want to get kidnapped at Arizona Mills and be in sex slavery. I'm like, it's fine. I'll attach a little belt to you. So
Arizona Mills ain't that bad, is it? Is it worse than Desert Sky?
What's your definition of worse?
I don't know. What's less likely for you to get stabbed?
So Arizona Mills I'm not making this up. You can look it up. Is the #1 spot for sex slavery. Like they've been
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I am dead serious.
Like what? You can go in there and get kidnapped, or you can go get a prostitute?
No, you can get kidnapped. They've been pulling hoes from that place.
Dude, man, I hear that happens here with the what's that golf tournament?
Oh yeah, I don't understand how that happens there.
Because all these dudes, I think that are big. They're like, it's not like it's Jose down the street who's got some prostitutes tied up to a wall. Like it's these big Russian rings that come into town for big events.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not gonna say they're Russian, but they might be. So ultimately, it's these giant rings that come into town. I think during the open, the trash open.
Mm-hmm. The waste management.
Whatever. It's a trash company. The trash open. And what's the other thing that we have here all the time that's really big? Oh, the car thing. Bear Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Super Bowls are here every 4 years or some shit. So during all those times, like, they're always talking about, hey, keep an eye out for sex trafficking and women that look beat up and, people that look like they're doing things they don't want to do and they're secretly asking you for help. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't think that was such a big thing here, but there's a lot of seediness that comes with, like, being
a city.
No, not just that. It's also being, like, big events where there's a lot of money and a lot of just people just being just gross, dude. It's just gross.
But, yeah, so we were, because we did find what we wanted last year at that Hot Topic. Because, like, nobody goes
Can't believe you'd go all the way out there. That's, what, a 45-minute drive?
Dude, last year, me and her went to Gilbert to get the...
F all that.
The 2 aliens from The Simpsons.
That's crazy, dude. Remember that time you and I went all the way to Mesa to get that planer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the furthest I'll go, and that was cheap as fuck. By the way, I got it for sale on Craigslist right now.
Remember when we bought the PlayStation?
Where did we go to play the PlayStation? Was it Gilbert?
It was in Scottsdale. Remember, we thought that was far as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. The PlayStation was closer than that planer.
Black Mystery Girl literally worked right next to where we bought the PlayStation 4.
Dude, that's a long drive every day.
Yeah.
Screw that. I bet you she's loving working from home now, right?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
You get up. First of all, you put no miles on your car.
Right.
Secondly, you don't waste X amount of money a week on gas.
Right.
Thirdly, you save so much commute time. So much commute time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you spend 30 minutes each way, you're saving an hour a day.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, you can literally get up, scratch the eye shit out of your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
grab a cup of water and coffee, and just sit at a desk looking all ratchet and just start working.
That's right. That's what I do every morning on Zoom. Zoom starts at 8:30. Ask me what time I get up.
You're like 8:29:50.
I've done that sometimes, but I gotta take a manly ass piss or a manly ass shit.
You know what you should do, dude? Just log into Zoom and just take the laptop with you everywhere. They're like,
oh!
It's like Ruben's walking around a lot. You're over here like shifting over, trying to wipe your ass. You're like, oh, hold on, guys. Yeah.
Oh, who bought this burlap sack cheap ass toilet paper?
Who bought the cheap toilet paper?
And
then you're like, he's like, here, you got a bowl in your chest, scrambling eggs. You're like, cooking and shit.
Yeah, no, I wake up at 8:10, and that gives me just enough time to take a piss, get some quick snack or something, and then get some soda, give you that caffeine, so I can deal with these people. 'Cause that's why I call them these people.
Dude, this would be
get you going.
This is kind of an expensive prank, but wouldn't it be kind of hilarious if you went to like Goodwill and went to their costume section, and every Zoom meeting you just have a different costume on?
I found so back in the day I bought Spider-Man 3. I think it came like the collector's edition.
The movie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so it came with the black suit Spider-Man mask.
Really? They had like prizes with the like they do with video games?
Yeah. So I found it, and I was like, when they wake up or when I get up, I'm gonna put this bitch on and just do the whole thing. I'm like, so yeah, Stacy. When you're working in a team together, we gotta do a real good job. And they're gonna be like, does this man know he has a mask?
What you could do then is just like turn off your camera real quick and just get a dummy head and put that on there and just put the dummy head up on the corner and just be like, hey, I don't have to really be on this call anymore.
And then
can't tell with the Spider-Man
And then when
mask.
they're like, hey, why do you have a mask on? I'm like, look, safety.
Full Rona protection.
Look, we don't know what kind of germs are in here right now. It's pretty windy out there.
And
then what's even funnier, it's gonna get back to my director, because the other group of people from the other campus, they're always calling my director bitching about something I did.
Oh, jeez.
And so she's just like, yeah, Ruben don't give a fuck. He's gonna do that. Why are you even telling me? So then it gets back to her that, yeah, he came on with a full Spider-Man mask. She's gonna be like, yeah.
People take things too seriously, your job, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
What do you guys do on Zoom so much? What is there to do for you guys to do on Zoom? I don't understand how it isn't taken care of after a day.
It should be taken care of a day.
Why are you having daily Zoom meetings?
Because you got to teach the people about teamwork and proper job management. And so you're teaching the special needs folks these things. You're just teaching classes, basically.
So why are people from another location checking in with your class?
Because instead of splitting it just to our campus and their campus and everybody else's, we're all shoved together.
Why?
Because reasons. And you're saying, well, what are the reasons? No. They don't know either. We're just following orders. And that's what it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Seems like a shitty way to do business.
But yeah, so we went to the Ghetto Sky Mall.
Oh yeah.
The Hot Topic. 50 fucking people in line. I'm like, we're in the Ghetto Sky Mall. You have to, if we had to draw, I don't know, I don't want to say an asshole, but it's definitely in the lower extremities of Arizona. That's for sure. Why so many people keep coming through?
I'm starting to think there's drug deals that happen here.
I'm starting to think so too. So
that Firehouse Subs might be the place where they're getting it.
So it's definitely in the lower extremities of Arizona, man. There's still 50 fucking people here. I'm like, how? And they are definitely not 6 feet apart. They are on top of each other. These are some nerds.
Dude, those stores are tiny. Those stores are half the size of a Starbucks.
Yeah, man. And so I'm like, oh,
they're gonna, idiots. They're trying to go through the drive-thru.
And so I'm like, they're going to let 5 people in at a time. And then I checked on Instagram. I follow all the Hot Topics on Instagram because I'm about that life.
Of course you do.
They only had maybe 10 of each. The limit's 3. I'm like, so technically the first 5 people can wipe out everything. Maybe the first 3 people can wipe out everything.
I don't get it, man. I mean, that's why it's hard for me to get into Pops, also because Pops are kind of mediocre quality. But I would rather pay for one collectible figure like that, that Goku figure that I bought that's like 3 or 4 times a regular Pop. But I can pre-order it, and it might take me a little bit to get it. But the quality is far better.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take up as much room as 4 or 5 Pops.
Yeah, so we went to the GameStop in the old neighborhood.
The hood, man.
The hood, son.
Did you see anybody we knew?
Surprisingly not. Although my sister didn't want to go into Walmart. She's like...
You went to that Walmart?
We went to that Walmart.
Wow.
And so she's like, hey.
Wow.
She's like, I do want to go into that Walmart, but she's like, I'm going to walk out of there with the Rona. I feel it already.
Yeah, man, you might.
And then
or pink eye, at least.
And then she's like, hey. I'm like, what? She's like, I'll give you. I'm like, okay, keep it going. I'm interested. She's like, I'll give you $10. I go, all right. If you eat a full meal from that McDonald's inside that Walmart. I'm like, fuck you. No way. She's like, come on, it'll be so good. I'm like,
it'll be so good.
Yeah,
you're like,
I'm like,
you
no,
sold me on it.
No. She's like, come on, the special ingredient is probably the Rona seasoning. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I don't want it.
No,
it's going to be a hard pass.
No thanks.
Yeah. So, but
a full meal, fuck that. I'll do maybe an ice cream cone and not eat the cone.
I'll do one nugget.
I don't want any of that. They got to put that in a bag, dog. Fuck all that.
I want to see him I want to see him get the one nugget and dump it in the grease. It's probably been
man, they're already pre-made. They put them out of that tray, and then they're just in the tray, and they get fuck all that. They've been marinating in Rona for days.
Exactly. Exactly what she was saying. No, I'm good then.
Fuck that.
But yeah, we had better luck at GameStop. I was number 2 at GameStop.
How early did you go?
GameStop's open at 12, so I was outside at 11.
Noon?
Yeah.
Wow, those dudes don't give a fuck. What time do they close?
They close 7.
They're open for 8 hours only, huh? Wow, doing the bare minimum, GameStop.
Yeah. Before
good on you.
It used to be from 10 to 9 now. So they reduced hours.
2 hours they just gave up. What are the people doing? Making less money, or are they just... I would think that GameStop would want to keep their hours the way they are, because more and more people are playing video games right now. So many people are buying video games right now.
I was number 2 in line, so I'm talking to the next 2 that came in line. When you go into GameStop, they literally had just 2 of everything. So luckily, I was the second guy in line, or else I wouldn't have had shit.
That's another reason why I hate Pops. They make so little of them just to make you want them that bad.
The dude was like, "Oh, well, we don't have that many because the Rona halted production."
Get out of here!
I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I'm like, "How does that?" I'm like, "Listen. It's a factory." And second thing, if you're doing some plastic molds, you should probably be in full protection gear anyways. Like, that's not affecting you, what you do, you know?
The employees are probably walking out with all of them.
Yeah, so I'm like, bullshit, but whatever. So that was our day. Oh, I did order some shit online, or Rachel Go online. That shit was...
I did see that.
That shit is tight.
On your Insta, dog. On your Insta.
Yeah, so there you go. That was a Comic-Con.
We should probably go one of these days, man. You know what? It makes me think though. Like,
I was supposed to go to the Comic-Con here, Arizona Comic-Con, with my mutant, but they canceled it.
Yeah, they're gonna cancel everything, which makes me think, dude. This Rona bullshit is probably gonna happen the rest of the year. Yeah, what the fuck is gonna happen for Black Friday? We have not skipped a Black Friday in like a decade and a half.
That's why I was so adamant, because like for the last 5 years, I've been doing this pop shit. I was like, I am determined to go get some fucking Funko Pops.
Right.
I don't care.
I hear you.
I got them all lined up of like when I started. I'm not missing out.
Where the fuck are you going to put these things? You just picked up like 6 of them. You have no more room.
I got 2 more coming.
Fuck. Where are you going to put them? You're going to sleep with them in your bed?
Yeah, man.
You have no more
like
room.
That guy who, that cupcake you just showed me, I'm going to be like that.
Fuck all that.
Hey, man, I realized I ran out of room because as I was arranging them today, I was like, getting a little tight here.
Don't you have some behind other ones so you can't even see them? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, that's a waste,
Mm-mm.
dude. You need it. Yeah.
I mean,
You
if
might have
worse
to do what
comes to
Boski
worse-
does and just stack them on the side of the wall.
If worse comes to worse, I can turn them all sideways.
But then you're not even enjoying them. Now you just have
No.
like a box. You might as well just sell them and keep the boxes.
Well, I was trying to look to see which ones I could sell, so I might sell the lower value ones to get the high end ones. So who
You
knows?
need to liquidate your shit, dog. I'm about to liquidate some of my war collectible figures.
Shit, start doing this one.
That yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
just sold my Toshi, that samurai dog.
You did?
Because I got two of them.
Wow. What'd you sell that for?
So the first day I got it, it was going for $75. So I put that bitch up.
What'd you buy it for?
I bought it for $15.
Why didn't you buy 7 of them?
Because limits 2.
I would have bought some if you would have told me they were gonna go up in value
I
like
told
that.
you that.
No. You said you want this. It's like, yeah, Toshiba, I kind of want it, but you didn't say, hey, N-word, these are gonna go up triple in value. You should get some of these.
I didn't know it was going to go up that much.
I need some investments like this. I need some safety investments, dog.
Mostly of it from Funko like that, it probably will go up in value.
But that much, 15 to 75, that's a good what? 40%, 30%,
But it went
75%.
All right, it went down.
Fuck, my math sucks.
It went down. So now it's going for like 50 to 55. I sold
That's
it today.
still almost triple.
Yeah, I sold it for 55.
Wow, damn.
And I bought 2 of them, and for both of them, it came out to like right below 40. So
Is my Shenron going for anything?
Might be. I'll check. So I mean, for both of them I paid 40, and I got 50, like $53 off it.
That's pretty good, dude.
So, I mean, I came out ahead, definitely.
That's
Definitely
pretty good.
ahead. So, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, that's a good little investment. I've thought about getting some, like, you know those high-end Tifa figures? I've thought about getting one of those.
Ones with panties removable?
Yeah, just those. I thought about getting some of those for collection sakes because people love
for DLC reasons.
People love Tifa, and so I figure if I keep it till the part 2 of Final Fantasy VII comes out and then sell it, dude, people will go ape shit for it.
You know you want that alien Buzz
The little alien from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I was on YouTube right now, and you know what has been bombarding my ads on YouTube?
Dick pills.
No.
Oh.
But have you seen this stupid, and this is the stupidest thing I've seen in a long time. It's this little round rubber thing that you put in your mouth.
It's got a condom, son.
And you put it in your mouth, and you chew on it. And the purpose of it is supposedly to give you a defined jawline. I was like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Yeah, how much is that going for? That does not help me.
No, right there.
36, whatever, I'll keep it. Anyways, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Like, all it does is supposedly makes your jaw stronger, which it makes you look different. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. First of all, your jaw...
Oh, I have seen that. I do know what you're talking about.
Your jaw is a fucking bone. You're not going to change the shape of your fucking bone. All right? Secondly, these... Nice. Secondly, these grown-ass men that are on there, they're like, yeah, this has made my jawline so much better. And it's like the difference of like somebody doing this. They're just squeezing their fucking neck down. And they're being like, oh, yeah, look at my jaw now, bro. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. All you're doing with that is getting your dick-sucking muscles in place. Get out of here.
Okay, yeah. So your jaw bone and your jaw muscle are 2 different things.
Dude, there's like very little muscle that goes around the jaw here. Like, it's not doing anything.
Well, yeah.
You're not going to strengthen that up. That's not something you're going to make atrophy.
That bone, I don't think you can get stronger per se. Right? I mean, I guess if you're fucking chomping on coconuts, technically, yes.
It's not going to do it, dog. I'm telling you. You could chew on fucking Thanos' dick, and it's not going to do anything for your jaw.
I mean, technically...
It's not.
You might...
Some dick-sucking shit. You're not going to catch me with some fucking gag ball in my mouth, fucking chewing on it, trying to get my dick reflexes fucking on point. Get the hell out of here. Some gay shit.
I mean...
No offense, people. No offense. I'm just saying. That is the dumbest product.
I'm trying to look at human evolution process. And to see
that dude right there is going to try to steal my car.
He's going to try to kill us. Our Honda Civics. I'm trying to see if that would actually do
Dude,
anything.
it doesn't, man. It doesn't.
You know when it might do something? It might do something like 3 generations down.
Get the
On
fuck
your
out of
son.
here. It's gonna help. It's gonna help you.
On that person's son, like laser taser Kyle.
You know what it's gonna help you do? It's gonna help you wrap your lips around a dick even harder. But that's about it. That's it. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
That's kind of what I was going for, and kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, well, that might be the only thing it does, because you might grab onto something.
Dumb.
And you might not let it go. It's gonna be like a fucking pit bull. When you grab onto something, you don't want to fucking let it go.
It's fucking dumb, dude. I see that
You're gonna be like
commercial.
Michael Vick's pit bulls, and you're just not gonna let it go.
I see that commercial and it irritates me. I'm like, how many men have bought this? And then they're advertising a lot, which makes me think a lot of people are advertising. Like a lot.
I mean, all right, what else can I do with it?
That's it. You put this gag ball in your mouth.
How big is it?
Dude, have you ever seen people with the BDSM? It's a ball in your mouth and it wraps around your fucking head.
Yeah.
Okay, well, instead of a ball, think of a little like C-shaped rubber object, the same size, and you just clamp on it with your mouth and you chew on it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I'm trying to think of the stupidest product I've seen that is full of shit like this one in the last 10 years, and nothing comes to mind at the moment. What's a bullshit product? You see it and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Condoms.
You're like, that rubber ain't gonna hold my seed. My seed was cut straight through that.
He's right. You know Captain America's shield? That's all my
straight.
seed.
Just go. I prepare my semen with a blade each. They ready to cut through any condom.
That's right. Just
special ops semen is what I got.
Your uterus is
S.O.S.
Osama bin Laden.
Damn, that took me too long. Special ops semen. S.O.S. is what I'm carrying.
Yeah.
That's a shirt idea. S.O.S.
That's not bad, actually.
Hashtag special ops semen. It's gonna be like a little sperm with like a little blade in his mouth, just fucking swimming because they don't have any hands, so he's gotta have a blade in his mouth like a pirate. Just fucking swimming and shit with like those little marks like football players have under his eyes.
You gotta have one guy with the fucking Splinter Cell thing.
The triple I thing. Yeah. Or we'll have another one. We'll have another one with like a full on camo gear. It's like a black sperm. That's a shirt idea right there, baby. I'm gonna start designing that when I get home.
I don't hate that
Special ops semen. I'm gonna write that down as my list of possible shirts for the future.
Wow, special ops semen.
Tear through any condom.
Wow.
Here we go. List of Monday locker room product ideas.
Right next to big titty bitches.
History according to Ruben. You're gonna need to get back to that, dog.
Oh, I should. Hey, I got some history, guys, for you. It's actually not history. It's a current event, son.
What is it?
Did you hear what happened on Wayfair?
Okay, so you told me about it, and I was like, skeptical hippo is a little skeptical. But then I heard some people locally here, right? They bought something that was like 17 grand, and right, and they
what happened?
Something like that. But they got a shady call supposedly afterwards, but nothing ever came of it, and they canceled the order with their credit card or some shit.
Right. Yeah, man. So for those not aware, Wayfair is where you buy overpriced shit, apparently. And supposedly, I thought Wayfair... Yeah, exactly. I thought Wayfair was like an actual furniture company.
So did I.
Not. Apparently, it's more like Amazon, where you got a whole bunch of like little companies. Like I can make a fucking candle or something and,
sell it there?
Sell it through
like
there.
Etsy.
Yeah, something like that. Except for like all kinds of random shit. So it's like Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon Part 2.
Amazon's Part 2.
So
Jeff Bezos' company.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos,
You know what I'm saying? All right.
So apparently, somebody was like, I don't know how. I guess one of those weird people on the internet was like, hey, I found this document that says Wayfair is selling children on their website. And then they typed in some information, and that like number popped up, a missing person's child.
Right. You had told me about that. And
so, apparently that's what was going on.
That's crazy, dude.
And because like all of the furniture was called like a cabinet 1, 2, 3.
I heard Wayfair supposedly responded to this, and they're like, "Yeah, we've heard these rumors, but no, these are, other companies that are selling on our site or whatever, and they're actual products or something." I was like, "Or no. They were saying that it's a pricing glitch." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah. They said a few
Skeptical
things.
Hippo is very skeptical.
Yeah, and so it was crazy because the cabinet was called like Alexis 157943, and then you type that in, and it would bring up a missing kids page with the girl named Alexis.
Is the idea that like these are also people from the U.S.?
Yeah, they're from everywhere.
Oh man, that's crazy.
And mostly from the U.S. And then I guess that website they were on is a Russian website, so it's crazy. But my sister just bought a rug from Wayfair.
Why would you support that shit?
Apparently she didn't know because
I would not even risk my credit card being anywhere near that site.
So I was like, "Oh hey, is your rug? When's your rug coming?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know, this week sometime." I'm like, probably gonna be a child in the middle of it.
Aww.
She's like, "Don't say that." She's like, "I didn't know. I wouldn't have bought it if I would have known." I was like, "Well, might be a child."
Shady, man, shady. Dark shit. Hey, dude, what are your thoughts on this whole Will Smith situation? You want to recap for the people what's going on with our boy French Prince of Bel-Air?
That man.
Rest in peace, Phil. Or was it Professor Phil? Dr. Phil? Uncle Phil? Uncle Phil. Fuck, man, I'm tired. I need caffeine. I'm trying not to have caffeine at night anymore. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Good ass show. First and foremost.
And foremost, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
That's what the line is.
Then, secondly, the great actor Will Smith.
William Smith,
William Jefferson Smith.
His slave name.
Yeah, exactly. That government name.
There we go. That's the way I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for.
He, for some reason or another, I can never figure out why, married that Joker-looking bitch.
Oh, wow.
I always thought he could do better, man. Listen.
Listen, Linda.
I watched that movie Gemini Man.
Gemini. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
The young him and the old him barely look any difference. I was like, did you de-age him? Like,
I know a movie. I haven't seen that. Is it good?
It's decent. It's pretty decent. He makes any movie decent. Bad Boys 3. Now, that was a good movie.
Have you seen the movie where he's like he's a cop with some other, where there's like demons and shit?
Oh, that bright one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
No. But go ahead. Sorry.
But he looks exactly the same he did in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Good looking dude. I'm just saying, it's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's got some good genes. That is a good looking dude.
Good genes, man. Good actor. I'd say underrated actor.
Yeah, I don't think people put enough respect on him.
They really don't. And then this Joker looking bitch.
Was she hot back in the day? Like really hot?
No, it's never happened. That's never been a thing.
I mean, there were some hot chicks that he worked with at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
I mean, and he still married Jada Pinkett, huh?
Right.
Must be that Jean Grey complex.
I guess. I don't know, man.
Wolverine and Cyclops are always fighting over her.
I told you, it feels like a plunger down there.
Probably is what it is, right? It's like just suction. It's like a black hole.
Yeah. When you... Probably that real good warmth. When you wrap something in aluminum foil after you take it out of the stove, like a nice warm lasagna, you got to put that aluminum foil to keep it warm.
Yeah.
Then you feel that aluminum on top. That kind of warmth.
Oh, steaming. Moist.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? I get you.
Maybe it's like that. Maybe
we're
missing something. Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I don't know why he murdered her. But that bitch decided to cheat on him with some man named August. That stupid whore. I can't believe she did that to.
So my understanding of the story, my limited understanding, because I don't follow too much of this shit, is that
I only understand what's going on because of memes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I gotta put it together myself.
So I guess
I filled in some blanks.
I think I could be wrong in this. Is that the August dude was a friend of one of the kids?
Wow.
Right. That's my kind of
audacity.
So he was going through some tough shit, or I don't know how they got associated with the family, And so they were both helping him, quote unquote, with some dark times or some shit. And in that time, she got very close to him, and then he just started dropping dong in her.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I don't know at what point that all happened.
The
And so
audacity of this bitch.
right? And so they both, I don't get this, I don't understand this, but they both go to a talk show and decide to talk about this, which is already the first red flag to me. It's like, oh, you might be doing this for publicity. And then it's already very coincidental that dude's album comes out shortly after that August dude. But anyways, they go on this show and they talk about that there was a time where they were kind of both about to go separate, and quote unquote Will was doing his thing too. And then she talks about the fact that she was hooking up with this dude for a little bit. And to me, it's like, wow, man, that's ballsy. That's ballsy. That's like Will Smith coming out and be like, yeah, you know, when I was doing Suicide Squad, I was banging the blonde Harley Quinn. Like, I mean, that's crazy to me. First of all, why would you come to a talk show, and talk about this? First off, that's a fucking red flag. But you know what's hilarious is that nobody's taking Jada Pinkett Smith. Everybody's taking Will Smith. Probably because he's far more likable. But secondly, he's also got like a long history of great shows. The only thing I know her from is The Matrix. And so, you don't remember her in The Matrix? She's in The Matrix too. And 3.
One of those white twins that got beat up?
No, I remember she was Morbius's love interest. Yeah, she's in The Matrix, dog. Anyways, so nobody's taking her side. And the crazy part to me is the fact that she's chosen to take this like, oh, you know, we did this and it was entanglement. And then he was like, Will Smith comes out with like, oh, you know, I was done with you. Right? He says this. But then the face that he makes during her talking about it just looks so sad. And that's what all the memes are, right? It looks so sad. So it almost doesn't seem very believable. And then, you know, for a woman to be next to her husband, and secondly, on a talk show, and then to say something along the lines of like, oh, he made me feel better than I felt in a long time. It's like, oh, come on, dude. What are we doing right now? That's a red fucking flag, man.
See, that's why, just for the purposes of him getting back at her, he's going to be like, oh, dang. Just nicely on, like, I don't know, any social media, whatever the children are using these days.
Right, the talks, tics.
The tiki-talkies or whatever. He's going to be like, oh, man, just woke up. And then he's going to roll over and fucking Harley Quinn's going to be there spread eagle. He's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I think I just went live on Instagram with your hoo-ha out in the wild. Yeah.
Oh, man, is that some nut seeping out? My bad.
Damn, that's a lot.
Oh, wow. Woo.
It's all over the place.
Just so
like
much.
Like a fire hose.
You know, it's like when you...
It's like a warm towelette.
Yeah,
wipe down.
Just sucks everything out of me. Just...
My balls are pruning.
Yeah.
Drained.
Woo.
Drained.
I just called room service for some Gatorade.
Oh, man.
I need hydration.
I need electrolytes. Maybe bring me a Pedialyte while we're at it for some nutrition. You know what I'm saying?
I need some Jello.
Ice cream, maybe.
Yeah, something.
It's crazy, man. And then the dude August comes out with his album, which already is another red flag to me. I'm like, Skeptical Hippo's a little skeptical. That's another shirt idea right there. And so
I'm working on that one.
And so then he comes out with his album, right? And he's got one song called Entanglement. Exactly. And then it talks about like him, you know, getting with Jada or whatever. But for me, it's like, dude, this is all very coincidental. Too coincidental, right? Like it almost seems like a fucking ploy. And if it's a fucking ploy, it's like, dude, that is a bad situation. Here, pause it.
No.
That's a bad situation to be there. And then to be like, first of all, if it isn't fake in publicity, that's some fucked up shit. But secondly, if it is publicity, man, you guys are willing to go real far for shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's how to do it, I guess.
Because everybody's talking about him. But also, like, you know the family's not going to be great. Have you seen those kids? They're the farthest from normal I've ever seen a kids be in a while.
Those kids are a little
A little weird, dog.
A little retarded, yeah.
Like the girl's a little weird.
She's a little retarded.
The dude's a little weird. I don't understand them. I don't follow them.
Yeah, they're a little.
But I'm like, retarded. Wow, you're just. I mean, those are kids that don't seem like they have a lot of structure, and so the parents are just trying to like. They're trying to like nurture this creative side of them, but they're just going too wild. It's like your hair is all fucked up, like weird. Just the kids are weird, man. The boy doesn't seem like he's like kind of dead inside, but also like gender neutral. Like I don't understand what's going on with that family. It's already a whole bunch of red flags all over.
Yeah, I don't know. They messed up somewhere along the line.
It's crazy shit. So, but the meme or the post or whatever you sent me was actually quite fascinating. That it really did point out the idea that what if the roles were reversed, right? Like, what if Will would have went on a show and been like, oh yeah, you know, we were kind of separated, and I made a friend with my young daughter's friend. And we got really close, and we started hooking up. It's like,
and then I ate her out like a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, like all night.
Is that cool?
Is that cool, right? And then it's different, right? Because then when you switch those spaces, then the guy is almost grooming a young girl. You're looking now as a guy manipulating a younger person to do what he wants, versus nobody's sitting there with Jada and being like, yeah, man, Jada just manipulated and groomed this little dude, August, to just eat her out like the last bag of groceries on Corona Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
It's crazy. It's crazy, the double standard. Because don't get me wrong, it's not like Jada's winning this fucking discussion here, because I don't think anybody's really on her side. But nobody looks at that piece of it, where it's like, yo, this dude's way younger than you. He's like half your age. And nobody's like saying, yo, is this cool? But if it was Will Smith talking to a young 25-year-old girl, they'd be like, yo, have you not heard what Kobe had to go through?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
He'd be arrested right now.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Anyway, so.
Bitches.
It's craziness. I don't know, man. This whole thing is kind of crazy.
Bitches.
I have to, we'll have to kind of keep an eye on what happens with all this. But to me, it's interesting, the double standard.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, but yeah, that's
what
happened to him.
To me, it just seems like a publicity stunt. Like the show, the fact that they talked about it, the album, and all these people. Have you seen all these DMs that celebrities that keep DMing him and being like, "Hey man, you all right?" And then they just bust his balls and he just like blocks him. I'm like, Jesus, man, if this is a publicity stunt, I bet you he's regretting this situation.
I mean, it can't be a publicity stunt, man. This is not good.
What do you mean?
It hasn't gone good for him.
Well, I mean,
like, public opinion has gone good for him, but that's about it.
I mean, what did you hope to get out of this, though?
Street cred hasn't gone good.
No, people are not respecting the situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not going well. Like, you can't be happy with that outcome. So,
I mean, maybe they're trying to promote this dude's album, and now he sold far more albums because of this. I don't know, man.
It don't seem like a win-win situation to me. It seems like we lost.
Well, he's definitely not like winning the game here, because everybody feels bad for him for sure, but nobody's ever looking at him like, damn. And then all the fucked up memes are like the ones that you sent me, where it's just like, oh, what month is next? August. And it's just like, and then it's just like him crying, or the whole like, oh, Will, what's did you see this one? I don't think I showed you this one where it's like, oh, Will, when's your birthday? And he's like, October. And he's like, no, he's like, what is it? No, he said it's September. And he's like, why do I always gotta come after August?
Oh,
I was like, oh,
dang, did him dirty, man.
I was like, the whole thing is just
doing
crazy.
Him wrong.
Crazy. Do you think people would feel the same if it was reversed? Like if you saw Jada Pinkett as like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like if you were able to reverse that 100% and the roles are different, it was like the French Princess of Bel-Air or some shit, and it was similar stories, and you grew up with her, you think you'd be on her side still?
Don't put ideas out like that. Somebody's like, oh, that's what we need.
That's a good idea. We need this. We need a feminist movement.
Equality.
Remember how about 5 years ago that was a shit? everything was like a female version of the male thing. Even Marvel had a whole bunch of female characters for a long time. They were trying to make an all-female whatever. There's like the female Thor in the comics, and then there's also all the female Italian Jobs, female Ghostbusters. Remember all that shit? Where'd all that shit go, people? Huh? Where'd all that money go that you guys spent on this equality bullshit? It didn't change anything, and those movies were complete and utter hot, steaming in the winter dog shit. Dog shit. Nobody had anything good to say about Ghostbusters. Nobody had anything good to say about fucking Italian Job. Not the Italian Job. The Ocean's 11 movie, which I still refuse to watch. I will forever never see that movie. Fuck that movie.
I never seen Ghostbusters.
I didn't see it either. I didn't see
like the original one.
Oh, you haven't seen the original ones? They're pretty good if you remember they were from the 80s. But once again, they didn't go anywhere. And look, I'm not anti-feminist, dog. Bridesmaids, to me, is still one of the funniest fucking comedies ever. And that was an all-female cast. But you know why that works? Because it's believable. It's believable. I can imagine a crazy crew of women going through the fucking bridal situation together, and you have a crazy mix of girls that do crazy shit, right? Believable. You know what's not believable? A whole bunch of women that want to get together to do a heist together. Not believable. Not at all. That's a male fantasy. I won't get into that rant anymore. I won't do any more of it. But my point is that they failed, and if you guys continue to do this bullshit, your movies will continue to fail, even though movies are kind of dead because they're Rona right now. Yeah, man. They're a little bit dead. Yeah, you know what else we missed this because of Rona? What? What's that video game one we always go to? Sabotencon? Oh, on that one, but the other one, like the one just... Oh, Game On Expo? Yeah, Game On Expo. Are they not having one? No. Yeah, it makes sense they would. They're doing a drive-through one. What does that mean? I guess they're doing one where you watch a movie. Like a drive-in? Yeah. You could just go to a drive-in for that. Yeah, I hear those are coming back, by the way. I hear those are like on resurgence. Like, remember back in the day, nobody went to a drive-in unless you were trying to fuck in your car? Yeah, I've never been there. My ex-girlfriend went to one time. Yeah, she got fucked in that car. With her boyfriend. That's what I assumed she was doing. Yeah, he fucked her in that car. Before she was my girlfriend. Hopefully. I was like, oh, hey, what you doing? She's like, I'm going to drive it right now. Yeah, no, she was like, oh, I'm not driving right now. I was like, oh, cool, I'll hit you up later. She's like, no, I'm not doing nothing. I was like, oh, damn. Maybe she's giving that dude a handy while she's talking to you on the phone. That's disrespectful, man. You got a dick in your mouth and you're just like, oh. It's like, what is that? Weather's nice out here. Why does it sound like you're slapping a wet pedal with your hand? What's going on right now? Anyways. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's the Game On Expo. I only say that because we slightly know that dude sometimes. Yeah, that dude's cool, man. I wonder how he's doing because he had some health issues. He talked about. He hasn't brought it up again. He's looking a little thinner though. But anyways, yeah, and those events are kind of gone. I hear that drive-ins are getting popular again. I'm surprised there's still some around. I just know that one in the ghetto where we used to live. Yeah, I've been to that one. There's one there, and there's one in Scottsdale. If it's still around once again. So they might be back in business. They're struggling, I'm sure. But, I mean, all these big-name movies are supposed to be coming out soon, and they're, postponing them? Mm-hmm. Like that, who's the dude that did Christopher Nolan? His movies, like, they're debating what they're going to do with it. That Tenet movie, because it's supposed to be coming out soon. Yeah, and I was like, why? Just put it out on streaming. Well, because they want to make money off of it. If you put it on streaming, let's say you do it on Netflix. Mm-hmm. They're not making any money off of Netflix. No, just put it on video on demand. Oh, yeah, that's probably what they'll like to do. I think they just don't feel like they're going to make as much as if you go to the movies. If they can wait till everything reopens, they could probably make a killing because people are going to want to get back to the theaters ASAP. Like, people are itching to fucking get back to normal. And, I mean, we've already missed the annual trip to Boski's that I usually do. Sorry about that, guys. And because of the Rona shit and a lot of the other shit I got going on. My finger. Anyways, so because of that, and then now we might be losing Black Friday, which I'm not going to be happy about.
Yeah, my sister was just like, "Oh man, they're putting out the Halloween stuff already at
Crazy.
Where'd you go?
It's July.
Yeah, they went somewhere, and she's like, "Oh, they're putting out the Halloween stuff already." I'm like, "How though?"
In July?
I'm like, second thing. So, we doing Halloween? I don't think we can do Halloween. Then I was like, "No, it's cool. We can do it. What you gotta do is just put a glove on, like a rubber glove, not to touch the children or anything, but to touch the candy when you put it in their thing."
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, I mean, you gotta have to wear a mask or something because when they're like trick or treat and they're like just spitting into your freaking candy bag.
Well, it's Halloween, yeah. I would assume that you would wear a mask.
Well, not all. Like, if you have a little girl who's wearing a princess mask or some shit, or a princess costume, she doesn't have a mask on for that. Depends on the costume. If you're a filthy, shiny vampire, you're not going to have any freaking thing on except glitter.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'll keep all those kids away from my house. Yeah, stay out of my house. I'm going to be that old dude with the curtains.
Listen, you're fucking a hermit. Anyways, you never pass shit
Yeah,
out.
no, fuck that shit. Get out of my
You
property.
do it like
Get off my property. Come on with the shotgun. Get the fuck off my property.
You do it like Doctor Strange and shit.
What does he do?
He goes to the back of their house and they pray until the night's over.
He's like, our prayer would make this Halloween thing end.
They do it like it's the purge they had out in the back. They're like, "Oh, can't hear nothing. You don't hear anything."
Oh, jeez. Yeah, fuck all that noise, dude, man. I'm going to be a little upset if we break a tradition of Black Friday. I mean, we've been going for, what, 15 years?
15 years straight.
I mean, we should probably keep track of that. It probably is 15 years.
I mean, the malls will be open, right?
Dude, how are you going to social distance with crowds of people fighting for Tupperware? What if I need Tupperware? I'm going to have to sock somebody. I might get their spit on me.
You know what it might be? You can still do it. You're just going to be limited to how many people are in the Walmart.
How are you going to do that? That's going to kill sales.
That's what they do. That's what they do at Walmart now. Once it gets too filled, they're like, no more. So let's say the sales start at 6. Guess what time we got to be there?
4.
Haha, you're funny.
3.
You're funny.
2.
2 o'clock, son.
Jeez. And you know what's the problem, dude? The problem is that if they do if they do Black Friday the way you're describing, and they find success in it, as in there's less people stealing shit or getting to the boxes early or people hurting each other or whatever, then that means this might be the status quo for the rest of the year or the rest of ever. Like, they might go this route because we have technically softened up a little bit. Remember years ago, Black Friday was everybody was outside the store, piled together, literally rubbing on each other because, 1, it was cold. But 2, everybody's trying to rush through those little tiny doors, the double doors that are technically, filling 3 or 4 humans at a time. And people are just cramming through there like one of those frosting funnel things that you push and you squeeze and you get the little frosting on top of the cakes.
Right.
They like that. That's how you funnel people through. And now it's like, oh yeah, come inside, stand by the boxes that you want. And then now it's also like for the big shit, have a ticket.
No, see, I think I actually might like it better my way. Because 1, if you really want it, you're going to stand in line at 2 o'clock.
Fuck, 2, man. I'm going to have to take audiobooks with me.
Exactly. And then 2nd, when I see are you going to take your family to 16 like they do now? Because right now, let's be honest. There's a bunch of people in the Walmart who don't need to be in the fucking Walmart.
Dude, it makes me angry. We probably shouldn't get into this, but don't bring a baby in a stroller to Black Friday.
I don't give a fuck. I'll push it over. Your baby means 0 to me.
It's craziness,
Your grandmother in her wheelchair means less than the baby there.
I just don't understand
I hate
like
old people.
From a parenting standpoint, why would you risk your baby?
I will punch your grandmother.
Like, what if somebody flings a box and the corner just jabs your little baby in the forehead and now he's got like an inverted triangle in his head?
That might happen, you know?
It's just crazy you would take a risk like that.
Doesn't look like
People are animals.
What's
People are animals. What?
Is it Will Ferrell who punched the baby?
Is it? That sounds like something he would do.
I can't remember what movie it is.
I can't remember, but Will Ferrell's got a lot of good movies. That dude's getting old, man. Makes me feel old when I see that guy now. I'm like, damn, dude. He's no longer Step Brothers, or he's no longer like, Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Young
man.
Ricky Bobby.
So there you go.
We'll see what happens, man. I'm not looking forward to like a shitty Black Friday. But then, I guess we'll just have to online shop, even though there's nothing I really need.
So you don't need nothing, man.
I don't need nothing. I could use another TV.
Some games.
No, man, I don't get time to play games right now. I've been working on my cabinets so much. So much. When I was like, oh, man, I don't get why cabinets are so expensive. Yeah, now I get it. A
lot of wood.
First of all, the wood is expensive, but secondly, the time it takes you to do this. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's taken me a long time because, I chopped off a finger. But besides that, if you remove the time it took me to re-heal and regrow a whole finger, it still took me at least about a month, and I'm not even done yet. So, and it would take me probably half the time after I've learned how to do it better. But my whole thing is I can understand why cabinets cost, anywhere from $4 to like $30,000 plus. I can understand it. It's a lot of money. I get it.
Fuck that. I ain't paying that much for that.
I get it. So, anyways, my point is,
I could put stuff on the floor. It's fine.
Got pots and pans.
Man,
though.
Maybe since you're saying it costs that much, maybe those prices at Wayfair are right then.
Okay, but you're not buying like a rug for $40,000. You're buying no rug is $40,000, unless it's one of those Dubai rugs that they're literally like silk spun from like the asshole of a special kind of like worm or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is cabinetry.
See, that's why you gotta appreciate those Amish who have like a fucking knife.
I do gotta appreciate those motherfuckers because I have all these tools and shit. I have things that are like super expensive little gauges and shenanigans. And those dudes are like doing this with hand planes, and they're like sitting there like I don't know how they figure something's perfectly 90 degrees square. Like it's craziness, man.
Jesus.
I guess I don't know how those dudes do it. Like it really does make me appreciate a lot of shit after this. Like I look at stuff now and I'm like, how are those cabinets built? Let me look at those cabinets. I'm like, sir, you're not allowed to be in the back of Starbucks. No. Hold on. Shh. I need to see how these cabinets are built. I'm curious. I might go with this route next time. Sir, you can't unhinge these cabinets. Shh. I'll put them back. Let me just unhinge this. I need to see how the cabinet bolts up to the wall. Relax.
Or like a caramel macchiato while you're there.
While you're there, make me a drink. And write this down for me.
I haven't had Starbucks in 6 months.
I have it all the time because I work hard. And I need caffeine.
Hey, is that place where you work at filled to capacity?
It's not that bad, dude. This Rona thing is not that bad. I'm starting to like really question it. Like
I just sent you that thing where they were like, imagine a virus so deadly that you have to take a test to see if you have the virus that is so deadly. And I was like, oh yeah, huh?
I've known people that literally had it, dude, that legitimately tested positive, and within 2 weeks they have a negative test. They're like, fine. I'm like, I mean, look, is it around? Does it exist? Yeah, probably it exists.
Possible.
But is it that bad? I mean, the question, why people are freaking out is because you don't know who it's going to hit hard and who it doesn't. But like, look at that MMA fighter. He had it, couldn't fight, and then 2 weeks later he tested negative. He says he feels great. I'm like, is that what it's doing?
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub has it. And he was like bicycling like 20 miles the other day. I was like,
one of these wrestlers has it. He supposedly, he tested positive for it. This dude is more yoked now on the Rona than he was without it. I was like, well, okay, shit. I need that virus then.
It's crazy, man. Yoked. I don't understand it.
He literally was like, oh yeah, I tested positive. 2 days later, he took a picture of. I was like, good Lord, are you fighting Goku next? What are you wrestling with?
That's what people should be doing, man. If you're quarantining at home, you should be doing body weight squats. You gotta go that One Punch Man workout. Do like 1,000 body weight squats, like 500 push-ups, and like 1,000 pull-ups in one day. Just like Timberwolf. Remember Timberwolf? He used to do like 10 pull-ups and another 10 and then another 10 and another 10 and another 10. And by the end of the day, you're like at 1,000 or some shit. And that dude was yoked. Definitely on drugs. But yoked.
It took me literally 30 seconds to remember who
Remember
Timberwolf was.
Remember that guy? Old dude was like 60, yoked. That dude's dick root was unstoppable.
Yeah, he had a massive dick root.
Yeah, but definitely on steroids.
His dick root looked like that tree over there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Remember that guy? I wonder what's going on with him. He was
dead.
funny.
He's dead. He's dead for sure.
All right, man. Any last words you want to tell these folks, these debaucherous people?
You got any quick things you want to suggest on Netflix?
I watched Warrior Nun. It's decent. It's pretty good, man. You might like it. It's based on a comic. Dude, they're running out of ideas. Everything's a graphic novel now. This is another one. Warrior Nun's pretty good. I might need to stop watching One Piece because it's not enough of it on Netflix. Not worth it. I might start watching Naruto or Bleach or what's the other one that's on there that everybody likes? One of those. What else? The Office. Finally finishing The Office again. It's funny, dude. You gotta watch The Office. It's funny. You just gotta give it a season or two. Sorry, it does take that long. No, that's all I got. What do you got?
No, I just got done watching the first 3 seasons of Bleach. That's the first arc.
Is that all on Netflix? Like the whole series?
No, I'm fucking mad.
Dude, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do hey, I'm gonna give you 4 seasons, but the rest of it, it's up to you to find out from the universe. Get the fuck out of here. Give me the full fucking series.
No, watch the first 68 episodes. Those are fucking masterfully done. Those are really good.
I can't get into it if it's not the whole thing. I don't have to go to my German, Russian website to look at anime because it's not there.
No, those first 3 seasons, that's one complete arc, and that's a self-contained story almost. So you don't need anything else after that. The next one's a filler arc. You can watch that too if you want to. That's a self-contained story too. Then after that, it's if you start after that, you would need the whole thing. That's all I got. I haven't been watching too much because I've been deep inside my game. 55 hours.
I need to get back to Neo, man. I need to finish Neo 2. Dude, I've been doing so much house project, or some of this cabinet stuff's been taking me so long that I ran out of podcasts, and I have a lot of podcasts. And mine are all long form. When I would listen to Rogan, it's a 3-hour podcast.
Hey, is it true that he moved to Texas?
He's gonna move. I don't think he's said where. So is Joey. Joey's gonna move too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because, look at it. If they can't do their comedy shit locally, why would they stay there? Higher taxes, shitty commutes, shitty expensive gas. Everything's far more expensive there. Why would you stay there? Yeah. So they're going to probably go somewhere else that's either nicer or cheaper to live in and then just commute to their shows or whatever. Why wouldn't they? Makes sense. But you look at Rogan's, that's a 3-hour podcast. I listen to Boski's and they're those folks. I listen to their podcast. I got a couple more comedians I listen to. But then I ran out of podcasts because I'm in the garage sometimes for 8 hours at a time. So I started listening to a new podcast with these dudes that the YouTubers who are they make shit. It's called Making It. I was like, fuck it, I got time. I started on episode 1. These are about hour-long podcasts. I started last week. I'm on episode 67 right now.
Damn, son.
Killing the game. I'm going to catch up to them real quick. They better get to that content.
No, I was mad because I started a new podcast too about history and shit and some side conspiracy theories that people might have about it. That podcast was shit. I could not believe I wasted an hour and 30 minutes on it. They're like, oh, did Hitler use alien technologies? I'm like, no, he did not use alien technologies. And I'm like, also, you're missing some shit. But I was like, I can't believe it. So that's why I have trouble finding new podcasts. But yeah.
It's easy to make a podcast. Look at us. We've been doing this for 200 episodes or whatever. What are we on?
True.
1045? What are we on?
I think it's 279.
Okay, that's about right.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Monday. Peace.